All right. Okay, I'm going to do the VODs now. This is painful. All right. So, oh, this one's like very recent.
Into a game again? Oh my god.
Gin Fizzy. Okay, so this one's for Firefly.
Frickin' Dallas fuel over there. Well, they're toxic shit. Oh no.
Are you gonna join the voice chat, or are you gonna stay in
No.
group?
Look at our shit.
So I used to play on Xbox a fair bit, so I understand why you wouldn't join the voice chat. I don't know if it's the same on PS4, but yeah, it's not. Voice chat isn't really fun on Xbox. Alright, so triple DPS straight off the bat.
I'm gonna go to team chat, I guess.
Oh, you do go to team chat. Okay, cool.
Getting busy, guys got mics, what's going on?
Yo, what's up?
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
Oh shit, there's a girl in here.
What do you
I need to be more respectful.
Alright, what are you guys gonna do?
I'm gonna go, whatever you want me to go. Well, actually, I'm gonna go May first.
Okay.
Well, I don't want to stick
Unless you
on
wanna play Ryan or
solo
something.
healer here. Pretty please.
If you can tank, I can heal. Kronos.
Okay, I'll go Risa.
I'm a faggot.
Shit.
I'll be watching.
Alright, looking at your team comp now. I forgot my epic pen. I always forget my epic pen. Are you guys talking about me behind my back in your voice chat? Alright, so looking at your team comp. This, good. I like that. Mercy and Zen are really good. You just damage boost the Zen. Targets for damage boosting. These targets, Orisa not so much, but she can, it is useful. But McCree and Symmetra as well. When the fight breaks out, like they're on the point, damage boosting Symmetra is a really good way to go. Because if she's gonna just pump out damage, somebody has to deal with it. So yeah, this is Firefly Frenzy. Because you guys didn't give me any fucking VODs, I went to Reddit. Look, if you're complaining about PS4, send me a VOD, Valley. I went to Reddit and asked some people to put it on. Firefly was the only one to actually respond, so thank you, Firefly.
Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
Okay, I'm gonna stop being stupid now and swear.
I haven't actually seen this skin from first person before. And the staff is just to die for. It's got a little heart on it. Oh, it's so adorable.
Right here whenever they come in.
Far out.
I don't like that. Can we get another
See, I want to buy this skin, but at the same time, I don't want to buy it because buying it to get the skin defeats the purpose of actually buying it. I might as well just donate the money, and then I've done it out of my own free will. I'm not buying a skin, and it happens to go to breast cancer. However, you bought this on PS4. Is PS4? I saw something on Reddit that PS4 users don't get Blizzard doesn't get all the money from this. Like some of it goes to Sony or some shit like that. Okay. So yeah, I was about to say you don't want to stand on the opposite side of your team on that. If they've got a Widowmaker, yeah. So if everyone's standing right side, always stand right side.
Step behind shield, see?
Damage boosting the Zen, nice. You didn't need to do that. Just that movement there was really unnecessary, and it did put you in a line of sight for a Widow if they had one. Yeah, I know you donate the $24. I thought it was $21. Anyway.
She's behind cover.
Overhealing a bit too much.
Mercy, just be careful.
You're healing people when they don't need to be healed, when you could just go straight to damage boosting them. So just keep an eye on that. Don't overheal people, otherwise you're being a waste, really.
No, she got our McCree for some reason.
So you're still healing someone. Damage boost. There you go. You also remember when you're healing, your Zenyatta does also heal. So you don't have to be healing somebody if they're like a blip from full health, because Zen could do that. And it costs Zen nothing. Oh, the blaster's pink. It shoots pink.
Please walk in so I can die.
Oh, that's so cute.
Behind us.
Alright, nice call. Yeah, just warding her off.
Summer's on
Alright, so do not res that.
our side, Vinny.
I swear to God.
There's a Brigitte in there.
Junker's on the right, Junker's on the right. Summer's on the right too.
Oh, that was a bit weird. Alright, so back here. McCree messed up. Really, your tank messed up. Shouldn't have put the barrier so far forward.
Our side, Vinny.
Then you sort of back up into this corner here, and you stay here. So it looks like what you were trying to do was hide behind here so you could res Zenyatta, but if you do that, the Sombra just walks around the corner and shoots you, and you die. So you, if we get a picture, you need to move back this way, right? I know you're boxing yourself into the corner, but what's happening is everyone's rotating around to this side. So you see everyone pushing this way. Oh, that's fun. That looks god-awful. I gotta remember my hotkeys for this. Alright, there we go. Cool. So you rotate to the left a bit more. Or what you could have done is moved out that way. However, knowing the Sombra was there, that probably wasn't the best idea. So moving a bit further to your left next time.
There's a Brigitte in there.
Junker's on the right, Junker's on the right.
So,
Mercy. Nice.
see, and there you were in the middle of the fight. But if you look back there,
Junker's on the right too.
alright, this spot was like the D.Va's not looking at it, but that spot there was the spot you wanted to be in. Then if somebody dove you, thanks, Jess. So then if somebody dove you, you can fly to the Orisa here, and no one's over here anymore. So you're over here, D.Va comes for you, you GA to here, and jump on this side of the shield. So keeping an eye on where their team is moving, so that you can rotate the opposite way. So what they did was they came in this way and rotated to there. You were back here, so you needed to rotate there and then go to where they were. Or rotate, come back all the way this way. But as I said, the Sombra.
Nice, freezing.
We need to kill this Junker right now.
Alright, so yep, you lost that.
Dude, both your heals are dead, dude.
Yeah, nice kill. Both heals are dead. That's nice.
Zenyatta, I'd recommend not going Zenyatta when they have a Sombra.
I disagree with the Mei completely, but okay.
We're also not really killing much, so we need that damage.
Yeah, plus the Symmetra, we don't want the shield generator. Can you go?
So I don't know why you're up there. If they have somebody, aka a Sombra, pushing forward at that point, you were both stuck up the top there by yourselves. Yeah, I might watch the scrim. Depends on what time it is. So, if you guys are up there and their Sombra pushes forward, then you guys are sitting ducks, right? You could try and kill him, kill the Sombra, but yeah, just don't push too far up without your tanks because they could push forward aggressively.
Okay, Lucia. Okay, now let's C-Bron, switch off, heal. Let's up heal the tank. Yeah.
Okay, so
You're in that room, I can get to you, dude.
are you gonna fly to him? Yeah. Okay. I like what you did back here. So you realized the Winston was there. You weren't gonna like
In that room, I can get to you, dude.
fly into the Winston, and then you hid under here. Right? This is good. This is just not. I think this is just GA. What do you call it? GA happy. Guardian Angel happy. You see a critical target, you fly to them. If you took half a second
I can get to you, dude.
to think about it, right? So you go in, take half a second to think about who needs the healing, not that they need healing, but who needs the healing. What rank match? It's a diamond. So down there is a diamond rank. Yeah, you'd notice it was the May, and you wouldn't need to do that. And you could have stayed there a bit longer.
Monkey's one.
And you just put yourself in a really bad spot here. Obviously, if the tire came off, you were in a bad spot wherever you were. But if you were under there, and then the tire came for you, you could fly back to spawn if somebody was back here, which I think the Zarya was. So we swapped to Moira to stall, I assume. Damaging instead of healing there when we really needed to heal. Like, just because you throw out your healing orb doesn't mean... 28, yeah. Oh, okay, this is platinum. Oh, okay, you're the only diamond on here. Right, 2900 SR. I didn't even think of that. Yeah. So this is a platinum match. Anyway, so what... Even though you throw out the healing orb here, you instantly go to damage even though people needed it.
Zarya, switch heals with me.
So that was just mismanagement of what you should be damaging or healing there. And also at this point, you're pretty messed up. I would try and swap to a Lucio instead of a Moira, but if you're more comfortable on a Moira, it makes sense. So healing orb. Also, when you're throwing out your healing orbs, try and look for geometry to bounce off. So you just sort of threw it out there so it sort of go across it, but if you... Just something you need to try and get in your head, remember where these spots are. So you come out of spawn here. Right, you throw the Harmony. You threw the Harmony directly between two good spots. And just try and... So you were looking in between here and in between here. And then you throw it. Okay, so you want to throw it on this truck here so it bounces back onto the point, or here so it bounces back off that wall and then back onto the point. Hopefully it doesn't hit this if you throw the angle right. But just stuff you need to think about when you're throwing Moira orbs. You get used to it. Yeah, so really you want Lucio because then you can help people get to the point quicker. Like, Moira and Lucio have basically the same amount of store potential. But if you come here as Lucio, wall right around here, get to the point quicker than Moira would have, then you sort of like bounce off here, come back around, bounce off here, and you can speed boost people as they're coming through here. But yeah, you're right. The wall ride is a good reason to go Lucio, but it's the speed boost really that you want to go in. Anyway, so you throw it off that one there, and it comes back to the point. Like, very hard to think of in the moment, but you just get it used to it. You do it as much as possible, and then eventually you'll do it without even thinking about it. Did you fade? This was a really weird fade. You used it straight off cooldown to jump into the middle of the fight. There's an Orisa barrier there. Like, there was there the whole time. So, stand there. You can still contest the point right there. Like, in these situations, don't panic. Try not to panic, because panicking means you make wrong decisions. So you're just fading back and forth on the point.
I got my second.
Yeah, nice.
What happened?
Yeah. You did what you can, but there was a barrier you could have gone to earlier on. And then yeah, there's nothing you can do because you got stalled out anyway. All right. Skip to attack now. So yeah, with Moira, if you throw your orb, that doesn't mean you can just...
You good at Diva? That's it, Steve Brown?
Quality.
Yeah, I'm pretty good at it.
Hello. Quality.
Like, you okay with the D.Va?
Yeah, I'm a good at D.Va.
Hello. Anyway,
Oh.
yeah, panic mode decisions. So you just get used to
Oh, he's talking to him.
having preset spots to throw orbs at, and prioritizing healing in those moments. And then, yeah, you just sort of do something over and over, and then in panic mode, you will do the right thing instead of just doing anything. So when you get into that panic mode, you know, where can I hide? Where should I fade to? Where can I throw my orb? And you know that instantly. So with Moira, if you're throwing an orb, don't just think you can't heal. Like if you throw a damage orb and then just go to healing, even though you should be damaging, or you go to a healing orb and then just start damaging.
They had a Mercy and
Yeah.
Brigida.
Brigida? Okay, cool.
Okay, so
D.Va main.
running Brig, Zarya. So you're running 2 off tanks here. So you're going to be given a lot of healing, which means they'll be getting just pay attention. They will be getting a lot of ult charge because you don't have a barrier, and you're going to have to you're going to have to do a butt ton of healing. So Moira was a good pick here.
Okay, we just tried to push 2 different ways, and now we can't do that.
Good call. Good call. Why is this?
Me behind, upstairs.
So it's 720, but it's totally not 720p. Maybe I should go back to... Okay. Okay, so we've decided to go right.
Nice one.
I need healing behind you guys.
Okay, you need to sit around corners. You need to sit around... You're in the middle of the fight. What was that fade? What was that? What are you doing now? What was all of that? Hang on. So, this is fine. You probably shouldn't have used that orb because it was just a tracer and you can out-heal it with your left click. But I understand if you're trying to save resources. What you do here is you walk too far forward. You can still heal them from back here. Like, you can still reach the D.Va. And then you sit in the middle of getting shot for a while, and then you fade into the middle of them, then you don't throw a heal orb, then you go to throw another one, and then a lot of not doing anything there, and I can't believe you didn't die. When you're trying to get healing juice back like that, what you want to try and do is left click, right click, on and off. So your team needs healing, so you right click to damage someone, then just look at someone, left click them. I can't really draw left click, right click, so never mind. So yeah, you right click, suck, look at someone, left click, go back to sucking, look at someone, left click, sucking, look. Right, you want to try and do that, because even though you're not... Ooh, what the...
Into a game again? Oh my god.
Alright, we can find that spot nice and easy though. Oh, did you... So yeah, even though you're not healing them constantly, you have a heal over time as Moira. So if you just left click someone, it'll just give them a little bit of heal to sustain them. So you want to try and do that in the middle of the fight when you have low resource. Well, yeah, this is one of those times. This is a... You shouldn't have died. So right click, then left click, then left click. So you're just holding right click the whole time. Damage orb wasn't necessary. This is a lost fight now. Don't ult. You should be backing out.
See you guys.
You just turn your back to them a few times. Yeah, and that's exactly what's happened there. But you turn your back on them. Not looking at them. Not looking at them. If your sensitivity is too low on Moira, you said you played Lucio as well. Do you have split sensitivities for your heroes? if you don't, then just keep everyone the same sensitivity. But if you do have split sensitivities, put Moira and Mercy to the max. There is little aiming you have to do with those two. The only aiming you really have to do is when you're being flanked with the pistol, which, let's be honest, you just aim at head height and then just strafe left and right. Don't even need to aim. And the orbs, throwing the orbs, which you aim by going left and right anyway. So you should have backed out a lot earlier there, because that fight was pretty much lost, and you had ultimates out of them. But you didn't use your ult, so that's good.
I have coalesce for this push. You can group up together.
It's all in some... Okay. That's fine. Yeah, if you're using all the same sense, I wouldn't suggest going any higher then, because you will probably need to aim with Lucio and stuff.
It wasn't working, so we switched.
Although my Lucio sensitivity was huge, just so I could wall ride better. We're splitting again. Call it out. Tell them they're splitting.
Yep. Tracer's there? Okay, she's on Mega.
So you did it the first time. Make sure you do it again. You can see everyone. Like your job is to look at everyone. So try and get people to just stick together. Call out before you push, like what side you're going, and say it over and over and over. Alright, with your coalescence, you've got the two ways you can use it. You can use it for damage, or you could use it for heals. I suggest never using it for damage. If you're using it to damage people, you might as well just be somebody else. Right? What you want to do is sort of wait until your tanks get to about half health, then pop it, and try and get damage in at the same time. Prioritize healing with it, but try and get damage at the same time. But wait until your tanks are at least half health. If you use it beforehand, you're wasting the first couple of seconds of the ult. So you throw an orb. That orb there, you could have thrown it on that wall there. It would have stuck around a bit longer. Throwing it at the ground like that just makes it go up in the air. You want to try and keep it level. Like, try and throw it level. Yeah. Nice. Not really worth coalescing a grav. If you know they have ults like this. Burst damage ults will just go through your ult no matter what. So keeping track of which ults can counter yours is important as a support. So if they grab there and you went, Tracer hasn't used Pulse Bomb in a while, I probably should not ult here. And then the Tracer comes after you. You should win this. Back out. Yep.
Sorry, I can't follow that in.
Yeah, you don't need to justify that.
I have ultimate.
Should we go like junk or soldier? Other than
Okay, this is dangerous what you're doing. You're sort of waiting here for everyone to catch up to you. If that Tracer tries to flank and sit down here or something like that, you become a liability. Because you can fade away, but she can chase you. So I would have just run back, throw a Harmony Orb in that room, and followed it in. Because you'd have the Harmony Orb back by the time everyone groups up anyway. So this is probably not a smart place to sit. Especially when you're not looking. Like, you're not even looking where the Tracer can come from.
I have no chance. Well, he has better than me, but I have
Okay, waiting for your main tank.
Okay, let's try not to trickle in, please.
yeah, don't trickle, don't walk in. Wait up, pull back.
You're being too nice. You're being too nice. Like, you're right. Let's not try not to trickle in, please. Just don't be generalized. Just Reaper, get back. Diva, back. Like, specifically, if you can remember their actual game names, yell that at them. Yell like, Fartface79, get back. Behind the Rhine. You know, specifically call people out. Because they will listen if they hear their names.
See Brigitte.
Okay, we're here.
Okay, our Brigitte's down.
Not much you could do there. I like that orb. Throw that at the wall. That's probably going to... Yeah. I like how you threw it at the wall there, but it was going to bounce over here, but... Right idea. Bounce it there so it comes back, and then it stays in this area, and you get heals from there.
Tracer's on
So this is a positioning error.
Church is on
Right? Why are you standing over here? You can still reach him from the left side. That doorway you were just in before, that's a perfectly fine spot to sit. So, if you... Sorry, my second screen just went off. There we go. You sit in this left doorway here, you can still heal the Reinhardt, and you're not in pure view of everyone. So you've done this a couple of times now where you've come down the stairs.
See Brigitte.
Right.
Brigitte's down.
Not much you can do. You come down the stairs and you hang to the right. Like you want to walk down the stairs like a normal everyday human. Well, I'm sorry, you're not a normal everyday human. You can fucking go invisible and turn into smoke, right? Just jump off. Jump off here. Where is it?
See Brigitte. Brigitte's down.
So, you fade to get there in time. Just jump down here. Because then you got cover here. Alright. There's no reason to be standing the right side. And you move to the right side.
Can out-heal or out-heal.
Also, you died with fade. That's... Never die with fade.
Yeah.
Don't know what to do.
I'm still
If you die with your escape ability, then... You fucked up. Alright, we've still got time left in this, so I'm going to assume you take it here.
For the rest of your team.
We have to go. We only have 15 seconds. Let's go.
Alright, we have a Bastion. Have we had the Bastion the whole time? No. No, we haven't. Was that our second healer? That was a Brigitte. Alright, I wouldn't have picked that up quick enough, but if you do pick it up, I would have swapped to Mercy there. Your ultimate really... It might win the day, but now that you have a Bastion, your win condition's changed. Now your win condition is literally get Bastion into a good spot and have him kill everyone. And so you got to play around that. So if you went Mercy to help the Bastion, also Mercy's a better solo healer than Moira. Maybe not on this point. She could solo heal on this point. But yeah, the Bastion needs a Mercy.
Gonna be heals on point.
Reinhardt wins the day with a Shatter. So somebody's low, so you need to ult them.
Watch this Tracer and
Or not. You get away without using Coalescence here.
coming from our side.
They thought, you know why we got that so good?
Well held.
Coming from the left because I was there, the whole team was looking at me, then you got skipped from behind. That was nice.
Yeah, I wouldn't have noticed either. You got your ultimate. Held onto your ultimate. That was good. So, win condition, Bastion on the high ground.
Which is Bridget?
I have full left.
That was. I don't like that fade.
Is that turret?
Don't just fade for the sake of fading. There was no reason to do that. Also, why did you jump down there? Like that. I understand why you jumped down, but you jumped down into the middle of nowhere. If you just pop back a tiny bit, we can see there's a much safer spot to jump down.
Which is Bridget?
So first off, we don't fade here, right? Let's say we don't fade and we walk to about here, then we drop down. The truck. If you drop down onto the truck and then back up, you're behind the truck. These guys can't see you. You're also covered from most of this area, and you can still heal your Reinhardt, who's beneath you.
In the background? Yeah.
And it would have been nice to have... It would have been very nice to have Fade there.
Try and heal our tanks. I'm main heals, only heals down.
Okay, this is where you notice.
I guess
Yeah, nice call. Nice call. So,
No,
you just switch now?
You're a tank. You're a tank.
I have coalesce. Try to run with that.
I'm ultimate.
Just if
quick question. Did you rebind your spray button? Just so you could do that? Yeah, it does. I notice a lot of Moiras do this. They sort of just float around and they think they're invincible because they have Fade. really concentrate about your fade usage.
You guys are gonna
Your
switch off.
fade usage is very important.
I know.
I will switch off. 'Cause nobody else will.
Orb should have thrown it in the doorway there because people were pushing in. Would have bounced back and hit this wall here, so you give them more heals. Also, too early for the orb.
I'd rather tanks.
I'm with you, Diva.
I'm on tanks. I'm on tanks.
Yeah, nice call, nice call.
I'm on point right now.
Reset down, reset down.
Sorry, low. One touch. There we go.
Okay, yeah. So this is more of the Bastion's problem for swapping off, but you're supporting our tanks, but we're not supporting the DPS, and that's because we're running 2 different comps at once. But
Sorry, low. One touch. There we go. Steve back.
yeah, at that point you probably should have coalesced your Bastion,
Hold on.
and what are you doing? Why are you standing in the middle here? You're not behind your team. So you're behind your Reinhardt. Now you're in front line because they're behind you.
There we go.
And you should have just coalesced because you have it. You need to use it. Still time to coalescence. Still time to coalescence. It's 2 CP. You need to clear the point quickly. That Reinhardt was very low. If a Reinhardt gets that low, probably don't coalescence because you won't heal him in time. That was lucky. But a Reinhardt that low is almost always dead. Although, I have really, really shit quality here. So, maybe it was higher than I thought. Alright, throwing orbs. See, you're throwing them at the ground again. They're just going to bounce up and go away. Don't throw them at the ground. Eye level. Throw them at eye level. You can throw it here. You can throw it on that wall there. You can throw it on the pillar there. Just make sure you throw them at eye level and don't throw them on the ground. I've seen Moiras do it at the beginning of Moria. Like, they'll throw it at their feet and keep fighting. It just sends it up into space. It's never coming back. Never throw it at the ground.
Chasing a re?
Any heal, any healing?
Yeah, sorry.
Any chaser?
Yeah, you're in the middle of the team a bit too much. Just... Yeah, and you fade in front of them. Your fade usage is just terrifying. You're in front of your team. You're well in front of your team. And now you realize, without your abilities, you realize how poor your positioning with her is. It happens with every hero that has mobility. As soon as you get hacked, you go, oh shit, I'm in a really bad spot. Right? You shouldn't. You shouldn't be in a bad spot when you get hacked. You should be like, okay, well, I'm behind my tanks. I'm safe from the... unless they dive me or something like that.
Orb on point. Heal orb on point.
So that fight took a very long time. You could have probably made it quicker if you coalesced earlier. As soon as you have any semblance chance of winning the point, start popping ults. Give yourself an advantage, because that's what they're there for.
Damage and heal him, so I really prefer not to switch off DPS if somebody else can go. Tank and healer.
Prepare to attack.
I'm gold with eliminations with you, but yeah.
That's all good.
I can like solo
I can go
heal.
first.
Yeah, so, yeah, a good thing to do is not use Fade for an entire round. Like, if you ever play, Quick Play or anything like that, just play Moira without Fade. And then you'll see your positioning with her. It's, yeah, really good practice.
Like to know if I'm solo healing because I have to play differently if I'm the only healer. Like obviously prefer not to solo heal, but I can do it.
Oh, never say that! Never say that! Guilt trip the shit out of them. Do not... I can solo heal? No, no one can solo heal. It's impossible. There's not a goddamn person alive that can solo heal. Don't let them know that you can solo heal, alright?
Honestly, like a Junkrat or a Sorter that could melt the tank, the shields again would be nice because they're gonna have a shield.
Okay.
Okay, I don't.
If you stay on this comp, this could work.
Ashen could do that, I guess. Yeah.
That could work too. Alright, this isn't bad for you. This is actually really good for you because you have self-heals. Right? So where's my pen again? So Bastion, self-repair. Roadhog, take a breather. Zarya has shield. So you need to worry about these two. Wow, I missed big time. You worry about them two. And damage boosting him. And if he's not set up, stick your beam on him. So this is really good for you. This is a really nice comp. So damage boost these two. When he's set up, him. When he's not set up, him. Try and keep heals on Reinhardt and Junkrat. These guys should heal themselves. And obviously Zarya when she doesn't have a bubble up and she's in the middle of shit. Obviously you're going to have to heal these guys. But they should be healing themselves through chip damage. So you won't have to heal chip damage.
Switch, you can't solo heal this comp.
Yeah.
Aww.
This is fine.
The other comp is actually better. I like the other comp better. Roadhog's useless in this comp. Like, so what's going to happen here is Roadhog's going to play as a flanker. And you don't want that. Moira. So, your team comp now, you have too much heals. You have too many heals. You've got a Moira and a Mercy healing a Reinhardt. And that's about it. The Hog can take care of himself. So, probably should have asked for a different healer, or you should have swapped to a different healer, but if Moira and Mercy are the only ones you really play, then that's fair. But for next time, running this with self-heals is just too much healing, you're wasting healing.
There's a
Sombra.
Wait, are we? I thought we were defending. What the actual fuck?
Junkrat.
And now you have a Pharah. Okay, so now you can damage boost the Pharah when the Bastion's not set up.
Walking into the
And you have an out. So damage boosting the Pharah now is what you want to be doing. Oh, is the skin making that noise? Okay, goddammit, I'm buying the skin. It's so adorable. So freaking adorable.
I need healing. I need healing in the back.
Where? Sorry, I can't.
So yeah, you should have been stuck to the Pharah until you guys got to this position. And
Behind us. Even Junkrat
mm,
behind us.
not a lot you could do there. You survived it, which was good. Damage boost him. Damage boost him.
They have no shield.
So when you're Mercy, I'm assuming you have prefer beam target for Guardian Angel turned off. What you want to do is as soon as you start healing someone, look for somebody else. So right here, you're staring at them. Right? Look for another target. Yep, like that. Right? And as soon as you see their health, well, you hear the noise stop. Right? You don't even need to look. As soon as you hear the noise stop, switch to damage boost. Right? And then you'll know if they're getting hit because you can see the bar going down out of the corner of your eye. So you'll start healing again. But as soon as you get full health, start damage boosting while you're looking for other things to do. So damage boosting him now. Yep, like that. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention to positioning there. That was fine. You got away. You're in shit, so you Guardian Angel until the point. And then you try and take a 1v1 with a Mercy.
Yeah, I'm down. 75 bell.
So, who were you trying to heal back there?
I see Moira.
Okay, Moira. You were trying to heal Moira.
Moira.
They have no
Stop here. Don't jump down. You can heal her from up here. You threw yourself into a really shit spot because you threw yourself off a bridge. Or a catwalk, but you're throwing yourself off a bridge here. Right, you can still heal her from up here. And you show that by healing before you even Guardian Angel to her. Guardian Angel's still up, and you're healing them. You could do that from up here, over here. So don't jump down to your target. You might be Guardian Angeling to whoever you're healing. And I'm going to keep an eye out for that now.
Diva's out of mag.
Do you have prefer beam target turned on? Because that would explain why you're just flying after everyone you're healing. Because what you want to do as Mercy is if there's a corner, say this is the bridge. Prefer is off. Okay, good. Okay, so this is the bridge. And Amora's down here. And we're up here. What we want to do... Alright, get better soon, man. So we stand up here, and we peek over the edge a bit, heal the Moira, and then come back while still healing the Moira, because we can heal through walls. So we want to take advantage of that as much as possible. We'll just peek out, heal, peek back. Peek out, heal, peek back. Right? And then just peek every, 2 seconds, because I think it's a 3-second break. It might be less than that. That sounds ridiculous. But yeah, you just want to keep peeking and hiding behind walls. And you can also do that with range. So you do with the Reinhardt. If we come back here, you fly to him. Alright, you got nowhere to go. And then you run towards the back here. You threw yourself in a really shit spot. What you could have done instead is when you get down here, fly to about here, stop, throw the beam on him, then back up. Because you got safety back there. So put the beam on him, start walking backwards. And it'll stay on him for the same amount of time. You can go really far away from him. So you want to move out of range and then move back into range, and then move out of range again. You don't want to be this close range, obviously, as Mercy. Alright, so go to next one. Oh, it is the skin making those noises.
Don't do bottom right.
Oh, that's so freaking adorable.
Bastion, you have to come with the Reinhardt. You're useless without Reinhardt. Okay, whatever.
I need heal.
Where?
I'm walking up.
Okay, I'm in.
I'm hacked.
Get people to tell you to hit the I need healing button. So much quicker. Even on the wheel, just going to the right, I need healing. It's so much easier. And when people say I need heals, just tell them to say, yeah, it's for a cause. Yeah, I mean, I'll get it for the cause. That's why I didn't want to get it, because I'm not getting it for the cause. It's just happy coincidence. I feel good about myself because it's for a cause, right? That's why I didn't want to buy it, because I want to donate the money without getting a reward. But yeah, get them to hit the I need healing button. Otherwise, you don't have to tell them where. You could have Valked there. Right? So you could have Valked there and flown over to here with the faster Guardian Angel speed, and then flown up in the roof. Right? It's, you can sort of hear how far away he is, but you probably could have altered and survived. It's just unfortunate he knew exactly where you were. But you also do show him. As soon as you hear that voice line, turn off your beam. You turned it off too late.
When I come back from spawn, I'll have a belt.
I must have moral high ground, exactly. Thank you, moral Obi-Wan Kenobi. But yeah, as soon as you hear the voice line, turn off your heal beam.
Coming back.
Because he's coming for you. Alt. There's no reason not to alt.
Yeah, I should have stayed tank. That Bastion was
You should have altered from spawn.
Go for it, Bastion.
Yeah.
You need to make it to point, so.
Yeah, you could have.
Except when the ult comes, but then it's not gonna come fast.
Okay. And it's really good watching these support VODs. I really like this because it shows you that there's a support mentality of you can't really change the outcome of the fight if your team sucks. But you look back at it and you go, there are many game-changing moments you could have saved the team just by not dying. Right? As a support, not dying is very beneficial.
Rest of them go on top left. Frank has 1 HP. I got him.
Somber's hacking our mini behind us.
I need heal it.
Where at?
I like what you're doing.
We're good.
You can't hit her when she's invis, but I do like that you're trying to deny the hack.
Beautiful back.
Heal over on point. Heal over on point.
And you keep looking behind you as well. This is good. Okay, you're moving to the side.
Let's play this corner. They smash and split.
And melee, nice. Very good work.
Right on point.
Alright, move back. Move back and to the left. Now you're moving too far forward there. So your team... It was all fine before, but now that they're in here, you want to move back behind your team. So you say right on point, just let other people deal with it. Come back to the point. You can delete squishies, but you are doing nothing to a tank. Like, even if you sit there forever, you are not going to kill a tank as a Moira. So you move forward, which puts you in danger.
Ryan right. Behind you, Z. Somewhere.
I'm looking at
Let's
it.
get this D.Va and Junker.
You should be throwing a healing orb. You should have thrown a healing orb there. You really needed to throw a healing orb there into the point. So,
I'm looking at it.
in here, throw a healing orb there. You would have healed yourself and anyone else on point.
Get this D.Va and Junker.
And then I'm not sure why you threw that damage orb. Oh, the Mercy. Okay, that's fair.
Point Z heals.
Still would have thrown a healing orb, but I understand why you threw a damage orb.
Our soldier's hacked. I can't get to you, dude. Oh, yeah, I can.
Throw a healing orb. Throw a healing orb. Okay, you've won the fight. You have at least 10 seconds minimum before the other team comes back. That's enough time to throw an orb. So, in the regroup phase, throw an orb to top everyone up because you don't want to waste your resource. So, let's look. When did the fight stop? Alright, so fight's pretty much finished here.
Our soldier's hacked.
Alright, just tap her. Just tap her with a little bit. Just a flick, right? And that's all you need to do. Because I think it does 80 heals over a period of time. So just give her a little squirt. And that's
Can't
it.
get to you, dude.
Now you have orb.
Oh, yeah, I can.
Right? Now throw an orb on that wall. Okay? Because she could use healing. He needs healing. You need healing. This would be a perfect time to just orb because no one's pushing in here. See, if we look at our time, we were at 53. So 2 seconds in, 3 seconds in, 4, 5, 6, 7,
Oh, yeah, I got
8, 9,
Our telly is
10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. We'd have like 2 orbs by now. Right? But look at our resource. Super low. Okay, so in between fights, throw orbs.
The only place for it.
Or just, yeah. Now you're really low. Now you have to come forward and try and get some charge. I don't like this orb. You have ult already. Right? So this doesn't get you any ult charge. This was pointless. And you might need it. Oh, it's 10 seconds, not 8 seconds. But anyway, you see my point. We're at 20 seconds pretty much here anyway. But yeah, throwing an orb there accomplishes nothing. The only reason you want to throw a damage orb in that situation is people are going for an early dive. So everyone's like, okay, go dive them now. Then you throw it in there to supplement their damage. But they're not doing that. You're playing a slower comp, so you're not going to do dive attacks like that.
Whoa, don't follow them, don't follow them, don't follow them. They want us to follow them.
I need. Somber's on our telly. They're just all.
I think they were looking for your TP.
They don't have the mercy, okay, they're weak.
Alright, we finally throw an orb. We fade for no reason again. Like, what was the reason of this fade? We got shot by one Junkrat and you freaked out. No reason to fade there. We faded into the middle of the point where everyone was.
Run up one.
I have no idea what you're doing there. I'm going to assume some sort of you were eating or something along those lines.
Sim, since we don't have teleporter now, could you switch off to something else?
I don't know why you made that call. Seems fine.
It's okay, it's okay.
That's fine.
Yeah.
She'll get another TP back up.
They're trying to...
And this is a really good point for Sim.
Her turrets aren't doing anything good, honestly. But... And she's already here, like, she's gonna have to, like, go all the way back to the base. She's gonna take too much time.
No, whatever.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, see, throwing orbs like that, that's pointless. Those are pointless orbs. Don't throw them. You're just giving them ult charge. And gaining none yourself.
I have bomber here. Watch out for time.
They're gonna ult, guys. Get ready. We're ready for that Earth Shatter. Oh, the Sim
That was just unlucky from the Sim. You could have done something, but
coming back. Oh my goodness.
that's just unlucky.
Fuck me.
You could have guessed they were going to do that. And probably hid back here earlier. But I'm not going to tell you that you have shit ult tracking, because I'm going to assume you're not ult tracking at all. Which, you know, as a support you should be doing. And it's just something you need to work on. Oh no, look how bad my positioning is.
Times. I got an ult. I got EMP'd and then hacked.
I don't,
I got.
no one can get ragey at that.
Guys, get ready. Get ready for that Earth Shatter. Oh, this thing died cutting back. Oh my goodness.
There's no way you can do anything at this point. You've lost.
Fuck me.
So this is the importance of ult tracking. How many ults did they use there? You used EMP, they used Tire, they used Shatter, they used Brig. I'm pretty sure they used Valkyrie as well. Did they use Bomb?
Fuck, I got hacked 2 times. Died cutting back. Oh my goodness.
There's Valk.
Fuck me. Fuck, I got.
No, but I'm going to assume they had it.
I got an ult.
Yep, there it is. They had that as well. So, ult tracking. If anyone was ult tracking, you guys would have known that. Holy shit, they haven't used ult. We should be fucking terrified of them right now. Yep. No, I'm fine, EVO. Thank you. So, work on your Moira fades. Like, try not to do them as much. Hang on, I'll just go back to big screen. Alright, so work on your Moira fades. Try not to do them as much. With your Mercy, try healing from around corners a bit more. And try damage boosting quicker. As soon as somebody's full health, start damage boosting them. And anything else? And ult tracking. Start with your ult tracking. It's very important for a support to be able to ult track. You got any questions?